What it do, what it do, what it do. All my beautiful butterflies up there. Princess know my little slogan right here. Because soon as I said it, she popped her head up and looked at the camera. But Divine Feminine, welcome to the Karmic Circus, where we expose all of these karmic-y ass clowns. Divine Feminine, I don't know who this gonna resonate with. It may not resonate with nobody, but I believe it's gonna resonate with somebody. Somebody around you is gonna show their true colors to you. This is somebody, could be a family member, could be your best friend, or your so-called best friend. Something you're gonna say to this person and they're gonna take it the wrong way. And this person has been waiting for years to blow up. They've been holding a grudge against you for years. And the reason they're holding this grudge is because you didn't choose the career that they wanted you to do. Okay? And this person, right about now, they want to rub it in your face that they're in a Ten of Pentacles energy. They want to rub it in your face, okay? This person is waiting for you. They're waiting for you to come ask them for some fucking help. Just for them to turn around and be stingy. So, this person, you just realized that they've been holding a grudge for years, because this was years ago that they wanted you to do this. Okay? This person, they belted out something very hurtful towards you, which showed you that they think they're better than you. And they expect for you to come begging for money from them. And whoever this energy is, they may have a few businesses out there that they got going. They may have degrees and shit. They may have, majored in college and all of that, worked, had good jobs. And you, on the other hand, you didn't do all of this stuff. But this is somebody that's close to you, or you thought that was close to you. For some of you, this person can be a Leo. For some of you, this person can be an Aries. For some of you, this person could be an Aquarius, Scorpio. This person was expecting for you to be stuck so they can throw up in your face. See, if you had did what I told you to do, you wouldn't be going through this. This person has just been waiting. And the cards that came out is the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is all about somebody stingy, hoarding money. The Ten of Pentacles is about financial freedom, financial wealth, abundance. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. Draining your energy. Not able to overcome obstacles that's thrown in your way. Then we have the Emperor energy in reverse, Aries energy. Somebody who don't play by the rules and the regulations. Somebody he don't give a fuck when he's in reverse. And this is somebody who, because they had money, you may have felt defenseless when it comes to this person, or you may have, with this Seven of Wands out here in reverse, this could be somebody who don't want you to be able to stand up towards them, to defend yourself. They could be narcissistic. But see, whoever you are, you have a lot of people curious about you, or you could be starting a new journey, a new beginning or something, and this person expected for you to be stuck It's like they've been holding a grudge and going, put themselves in a competition where when it comes to the financial, they got more than you. For some of you. And they going broke trying to compete with you. And something you said, you told this person in my situation, I told who I thought was my favorite cousin out of all of my relatives in my family. I always said this was my favorite cousin, and I was so proud of her. But when I said that I was jealous of her lifestyle, she took it wrong. And then she read me my rights. She told me shit that apparently that she's been holding inside for years. And it's a narcissistic energy. See, when you have people in your family you done grew up with, they're the ones who teach you what these dark ass spirits is. No matter how much money they got, she drive a Mercedes, she drive a Cadillac, she could drive this or drive that. She could have all of these degrees. They could have all of whoever is in your family that's doing you like this. They could have all of these degrees and shit. This is somebody who just started going to church, getting all in the church and everything, and don't like the fact that I'm reading cards. Okay? So from that point on, they're like, it's all of my family. I don't deal with my family no more. The closest people that's to you are the ones who are against you. And to me, that blood is thicker than water, that's bullshit. These motherfuckers be your blood relatives and they trying to shut you down. And if they got more than you, they trying to stomp on you and shit. So, yeah. And before I started this reading, I heard the name Heather. I don't know if your name is Heather. If whoever your relative is, name is Heather, somebody's name is Heather. If any of this resonates with you, hit that thumbs up button. If you have somebody out there, they waiting for you to come ask them for something. And then this will be the same motherfucker that's, talking about you. When she sent me that text, what I sent to her, it was not in a harsh way, but she took it that way. All of the accomplishments in her life that she had, I told her about it. Where her parents were successful business people. That's just like, this is, okay, I put it this way. This is a family member that you got. The ones that went to college and all of them. Yeah, them motherfuckers that be in them sororities and them secret societies and all of that type of shit. Okay? And I didn't never look at it like that. But now I'm looking at it. These same people sit up in church and I told you years ago, the devil is in the church. The witches is in the church. Okay? Putting illusions. Magicians. Putting on a front. Okay? So this letting go card came out. Somebody is I was in the energy of letting go, but this came in reverse. So see how this person is, all of them doors back there. This is somebody who's mad because she wanted me to walk in the doors that she opened for me. But that's not my thing. She graduated from fucking high school. I didn't. I got pregnant at 18. She was going to college, doing all of her shit. I was at home taking care of my son. So all of the it's this is like the shit you see in the movies, and I never realized that my own family was into that shit. Okay, you can talk about the tarot cards and me reading the oracle cards. What are you? What is that sorority? What does that sorority shit? What is it? What's the symbol that y'all worship? Okay, if we gonna go there, that's what I'm getting. Okay, I don't know. I know she went to different colleges and stuff. Don't know what goes on there. What I'm doing is in public. I'm not in no secret society. I'm not taking no oaths behind no closed doors to worship this or to, do this and do that. Same people, the witches is walking around with them big hats, and my mama used to wear them. And them same them big hats, you know how they portray the witches? This is what I'm getting. I'm not trying to be funny. You know how they portray the witches with the pointy hats. Now the witches is sitting in church with them big mother church hats on. Okay, I'm not saying that all the women that wear them are witches, but they didn't change their hats now. They have changed their hats. They not wearing them pointy hats no more. They are wearing them them big hats with all of the decorations and shit. Yeah, that's what they wearing. So whoever this energy is, all these doors out here, that's the doors that's opening for her, because she has a lot of help. I'm by myself. I do everything I do on my own, financially and everything. My mother and father is not here to help me anymore. And since I didn't go and do insurance, you've been holding a grudge, and I'm just tired of these fire signs in my family. My family, the ones that's like mad at me, and they be getting mad over petty stuff. Mad at me because she gave me $100 makeup thing where I only wanted to order one little thing out of it, and she brought me the whole box. But then threw it up in my face because I didn't want to buy a $20 book. It wasn't that I didn't want to buy it. I had to pay my rent. My fucking nails, I need my nails done. And I got somebody in my family mad at me right now because I wouldn't buy a book on something that it's like what she's teaching, trying to get me to read them. I'm going to say it. Devil don't want me to say it. When I went and looked up what her book was about, it's some of the same things that I teach over here on my channel. I talk about the tarot cards, and I also tell you certain things what to do to heal, women empowerment, health, and all of that good shit. If you come in the reading, I tell you. So it's like, I don't know what it was that made her so mad. I don't need that teaching. I don't have a high school diploma. What the fuck I'm gonna read a book that what I've learned on this spiritual shit, I learned myself. I taught myself. So I don't need to read any book unless it's something that I'm not already tapped in on. Astrology, I don't know about the
zodiac. You want to connect to a TV that's not already paired? Can you clarify which TV and how you'd like to connect?
Alexa, stop. She over there. She's right up under the little stuffed animal right there. Can't see her. She be talking too much. But yeah, she threw me off. You're just gonna keep pulling. But has anybody out there, has anybody else dealt with anybody in their family like that? I was known as like the failure. All of my cousins, all of them, all of them that's in my age bracket had good federal jobs, government jobs, and because of a domestic violence and my identity being switched, where someone, it wasn't switched. Somebody had the same first and last name as me. Birthday was the same month and 8 days different from mine. Who was a felon who got caught with some sort of narcotics and shit. So when I would go to try to get a job, because I got arrested for that shit fucked me up. And my family, they really don't know the whole situation. They just think I was lazy. No, motherfucker. My name is a red flag when it come up. So, they worked with the courts. I had cousins that work in the court system, the police department. I had cousins that was wardens, sheriffs, the typists in the court, the shorthand, everybody that worked in my family worked in some of them government places. DMV, the county. They worked in those good high-paying jobs. Where because my identity got switched up with some criminal, I couldn't get a good job like that. So I had to hustle all my life. And I ain't talking about hustling, laying on my back, sucking a dick, or none of that shit. No, I had to, if it was selling things, and I still do that right now today. I make things. The gifts that God gave me to be creative with, I use them. Like right now, I'm making some incense. I make candles. I'm making pens. I try to do something. And so it's like these motherfuckers has way more than me and mad at me. They now that I'm older, when I was younger, I felt some type of way that they could always go get their hair done at the shop. I had to try to do my hair myself. And right now today, a lot of them can't do this. They don't have no hairlines because they was getting braids in their hair, letting somebody else to braid their hair. Where I had to learn that they can braid. They can braid. But even though we had braiders in our family, they didn't go to the family. They would rather go and pay some stranger $200 to get some of them real thick braids in their hair instead of paying their little niece or something to do it. Okay. It's just Back and Forth came out, and Friends and Colleagues. Yeah, people. And see, if you're feeling this energy with the intention out here in people, it was this person's intention to get with people and talk about me. And they're waiting for me to fail. Yeah, my nails broke. I don't give a fuck. Whenever I can afford to get them done, I can get them done. But my rent and my bills and shit is paid. And I've been feeling the psychic attacks from these motherfuckers. Yeah, I feel them. You feel them too. Problems with your car. Your exes do it. Your family members do it. People at your fucking job, they do shit. And the majority of the time, they have way more than you. But they don't. They financially got more than me. But spiritually, they don't. Yeah. They drive brand new cars, and I drive my truck ain't raggedy, but I fucked up the paint by trying to put some baby oil on it to make it shine. I was trying to put everything on it to make it shine. I try to do shit myself. That's just how I am. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. I'm cheap. But they driving around, all of my cousins, they got riding around with brand new cars and shit. My daddy bought my truck. And that's another reason why I don't want to get with it, because it was the last thing that he got me before he passed away. And they driving new shit. New shit. Yeah. Driving new shit. And they don't like, not all of them. Not all of them. But with this back and forth, the way I look at it, this is multiple family members of mine. Multiple. It's like they all, different ones came and tried to hurt me, or they did something to me in some sort of way that I didn't deserve it. One family member got with another family member because I'm on YouTube doing readings. They think that they following me, watching me, and they didn't tell me they watching me and shit. And then they sitting here saying I'm talking about them. And I was fucking reading the cards. But it was pulling their energy because they was steady watching me. I didn't know. They watched me. Shit, when I would post shit online on Facebook, nobody liked it. Nobody nothing. But they, just like they was looking on there, they looking on here. And I didn't do nothing to none of y'all. None of you. I just grew the fuck up and started thinking back as we were children. The little manipulative things all of y'all did to me. From when we was in junior high. How we grew up, and how because you guys had this and you had that, you sat there and said because my daddy bought my cars for me. They wasn't new, motherfucker. They was used cars, and it was coming from his friends and shit that was fixed them and gave them to him. But you was mad because my daddy gave me a car and you had to go and whatever. I don't mean to, for my collective. Somebody get in the comments and tell me if this is what you dealing with. Because this shit is bothering me. And it's not only one, it's like I said, they all threw knives in my back. I let family come stay with me. When I first moved in my apartment, I let my niece move in here with me. And she got mad, and she's an Aquarius. She stabbed me in the back by trying to get my other niece to come over here to jump on me. To fight me. Because I wouldn't allow her to have all these strangers up in my house. She first started off just doing her family hair. Then she promoted herself to Instagram and had motherfuckers up in my house. I'm thinking these is her family members. And when I'm finding out she's promoting herself, and I told her she couldn't do that. So then she switched it around. She tried to send the police over here and told lies. Told lies, and my son is told lies and said that my son punched her in the face and had the police coming out here. And I was trying to save her because she was in the foster system. And everywhere she went, she was burning her bridges. Everywhere she went. Then when she finally got to me, she did the same thing. Everywhere she go, she burns her bridges because she plays the victim. When you tell her she can't do nothing, that's how the air signs. I got air signs in my family and fire signs in my family that just mad at my spirit, mad at my energy. And I'm auntie, you know. Everybody outside of my family love me, adore me, want to hug me, give me some of your good energy, auntie. But my real fucking family, I only deal with my sons. And they grown. That's all I deal with. My sons and my grandchildren. I don't want to deal with nobody else outside of them. I let my niece move in with me when I just had moved in my apartment. I let her move in. She had my place smelling like piss because she's 17 and she was still wetting the bed, still pissing on herself. I bought diapers and stuff for her. She started, taking the panties and the pissy clothes, and instead of washing them, she was stuffing them down in bags in my living room. I only got a 2-bedroom. And then when I get on her, she try to make it seem like I was jumping on her or hurting her feelings, where I don't want my house smelling like piss. Then she went saying I got roaches and all of this shit. I don't want to sleep on the floor. You got roaches. The roaches probably came because you done got all them piss in the corner over there. So it's like I done dealt with a lot of shit. Then she had my niece come over. My brother's oldest daughter. She come over because the niece that piss everywhere, they took her and shit, But I was like, that's all right. I said, because when she get over there with her, she gon' find out. And then that niece, when she go to that auntie house, they'll probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they ain't fought or anything. I don't know. But she ain't gonna want the smell of piss all in her house. PP. Grown PP. That's dried up and stuffed in a suitcase in the corner. It's just, I'm just, and then when this happened with my favorite cousin did this shit, it's like, fuck family. This Aries energy in reverse, the Emperor, that's Aries energy. And she didn't care what she spewed out of her mouth. She told me what she's been hiding, holding, not saying what she really felt about me. She think I'm lazy. I'm lazy because I didn't get to have a government job like you. I'm lazy. Where I started many businesses. And they were successful. With the exception of me not even knowing what evil eye is and how people throw shit at you. They bust them. Somebody shot my windows out. They was doing shit. Now, where I moved, that's why I don't let nobody know where the fuck I live. It's only her and another one of my cousins know where I live, and only my kids. Don't come to my door. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't have no family. My sons is my family. And my brother. That's it. And my oldest brother. Not my youngest brother. They're not considered family to me anymore. I love them because I have to love them, but I don't need to be around they monkey asses. Because they hate me. And I ain't did nothing but show love to all of them. I had a stroke behind all of this bullshit. They wanted me to be on medication and taking pills and shit because that's what they have to do. Not all of them. But some of them have to take medication and shit. So they wanted me to be in there. So all of these energetic attacks, me having to defend myself against narcissists, gaslighting motherfuckers. I didn't know none of these words until I got on this spiritual journey. And I started finding out that narcissist, what they are, people that gaslight you, they'll lie in your fucking face and argue with you and knowing you right. They'll love bomb you. Pretend like they love you so goddamn much. But they just fake. Courage. Yeah, I did. I have started standing up to them. I didn't even, when my mother passed away, I don't even remember. It was a few months ago. It was this year. And I didn't even want to go to my own mother's funeral because of my family. Because see, the way we are, we would do some, it could be an argument or a fight between somebody and we not speaking to each other. And then when one of the cousins, somebody pass away, and you got to sit with the family, then when the casket opens, y'all all crying and hugging on each other, and all of the anger done left because you're seeing somebody passed away. So I didn't go to my mother's funeral for the main reason that I didn't want to be crying and them motherfuckers coming hugging on me, and I didn't know. That's why I didn't. And also I didn't go because my brother had me out there homeless. These same family members, I was homeless for damn near a year and a half, and nobody helped me. Nobody. So what the fuck I want to be around you for? I'm 58 now. What the fuck I need you for? You can go on with your successful life and leave me with my abundant life alone. You can continue doing what you think. You can sit in church and, wear them big hats and quote them Bible scriptures. But are you living what you're quoting? You can sit there and talk about women empowerment and all of that type of stuff, but you talk down. What you just did was fake. Women empowerment is not talking down to somebody. And that's what you did, cousin. You put me down because I didn't have enough money to buy your $20 fucking book. Your house is paid for. I got rent every month. I got bills every month. Shit. I'm not on no county. Okay? I have to buy groceries. I don't have my husband to come or a partner to help me get some gas and shit. I don't got all that free time to just start a business. You got it going on. I have to live the way I live. And I live humble. And what I got here, I'm blessed. Because it's better than being out there on the street. I never was on the street, but I had to stay in some raggedy ass, roach infested motels. And through the help of this program, and it wasn't no county program, God blessed me with some angels that put me in the right place at the right time. And then even when I was the day that my brother kicked me out of my daddy's house, me and my son was at the beach. And I was sitting out there, and I used to have the video of it, but it got taken down with my other YouTube channel. I was at the beach, and we was just sitting out there. It was the sun was out, and this man, he had 2 Doberman pinschers. They were the brown Dobies. And his dogs came and like they knew me. I was scared. Okay. 2 big ass Doberman pinchers, brown ones, brought they ball and came and sat on my blanket. If some of you are from my other channel, you remember that video. And that man, I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. I had to prepare to sleep in my truck. And that man, it make my eyes water because these motherfuckers, you know, they did me real fucked up. And them dogs came and sat on my blanket. And the man was saying he had a big butterfly. He had this big butterfly tattoo on his neck. And I was telling him it was me and my son. We had nowhere to go. And I was like, I'm homeless. He was like, no, you're not. He said, I don't know what you think. You're not homeless. And he said, because my dogs, anybody they see that's homeless, they can be sleeping in their car. He said they growl at them. They don't like them. They don't like homeless people. He said, so whatever it is that you're going through right now is only going to be a short time. Don't give up. And I hadn't even noticed the big old it was a big butterfly. And I know that God sent that man to tell me that. And that's when the song, that's when the song Golden Hour came out. I forget what his name. When that song came out, I was listening to that song on that video. And I see a lot of readers out there, and you see them in the motels. It's because it's a spirit that attacks us. They don't want us to tell you about all the toxic shit that goes on. They don't want to be exposed, so they send energetic attacks to. It's like since I started reading these cards, people think that I'm acting funny. No, I'm not acting funny. I see you for who you really are. I see you for who you really are, and I know who's been sending attacks to me. But I reverse it and I return it back to sender. No weapon that forms against me shall prosper. I am hidden in Christ. Every evil eye watching me is now blinded. Every mirror monitoring me is now shattered. Every spirit sent to cause delays in my life is reversed. Every name spoken against me is returned to sender. I want to send you all love, light, peace, joy, and happiness, and all that good shit. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.